So you guys know that I love Formula One, but being an F1 fan can be quite expensive, especially when it comes to buying merch. With that being said, I wanted to try and find some cheap F1 items and see if paying a bargain price means receiving poor quality. Upon researching, I discovered online marketplace Temu. Temu is a Chinese ultra low-cost shopping app which made its debut in the US last September and has since extended its reach to the UK. Lately, I've seen a lot of posts on Facebook, X and TikTok that are putting heaps of praise on Temu. Although some of these do appear to be undisclosed ads, for now Temu is considered as legitimate and it offers some humongous deals, from air fryers for $20 to $3 speakers and also F1 merchandise. So I wanted to see if it was worth the hype and whether an F1 fan can get cheap goods on Temu. Alright, so I've been wanting some wall art and some posters just to spruce up my room a bit, and Temu seem to have some good options. So it looks like, first of all, I ordered from Temu a 4-pack of paintings with Formula 1 track map posters. It says motor racing poster, so we'll see what actually I'll get. But from the listing, it appears I should receive a canvas of the Formula 1 calendar from 2023. So not a lot of use for the rest of this year, but that's what I should get. Monaco circuit poster of the Bahrain circuit, and zoom in, a poster of the circuit from Monza. So we will see. I mean, they look really good quality on the listing and on the picture, but these cost me, at the time, £13.98 for all 4. At the moment, they're being sold for £15.80, and out of 459 reviews, they have a near 5-star perfect rating, so a lot of hope for this one. Okay, so I have the 4-pack of posters here. Oh, right, they came in this long tube, so I'm quite scared for how creased they're going to be and how rolled up they're going to be. They also were making sure that nobody got into these, like there was no chance for the postman to even have a look. These were sent via Every for us, and it took about 6 days to come. So not too bad. I've heard some horror stories about Temu and items taking ages to be delivered. But yeah, all these items appear to come from the UK. I'm not sure whether they were actually imported from China or whether the sellers are based in the UK and then get their goods in China. Not sure, it wasn't in the item description. But anyway, we will attempt to open this, although I feel like it might take a while to get into. I don't want to rip them, that's the other thing as well. Come on, girl power. I'm going to be talking about endurance racing in this. My goodness, this is an endurance test. Right, I don't know whether to try and pull these out. So far, this is weird. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but that material there, I don't know if it will zoom in, there we go. I thought these were literally going to be paper posters, but they seem to actually be printed on some kind of like cottony polyester material. Okay, we're still struggling getting it out though. Oh, there we go. So yeah, that is really odd. I thought they were going to be paper. First impression, let's see what. Okay, the first poster I can see is of the 2023 Grand Prix Formula 1 calendar. I spotted an issue already because this race, well, Imola didn't happen because of the floods, but this race, which you can see here, Shanghai, didn't actually go ahead and was announced pretty early on in the calendar that it wasn't going to go ahead. Apart from that, I think actually majority of the dates are correct. I like the material, I like the quality, the printing is pretty decent on it. It's got the dates, it's got the circuits. Yeah, I'm quite surprised, like I say, by this material that's been used. I ordered the bigger version just so I could put it on the wall somewhere, although these are going to take up, that could literally replace that. The next one I'm picking up is, what are you? You are the Circuit de Monaco. Okay, I really like this. Ooh, although again, I think some of the information is outdated on this. So, start off with Circuit de Monaco. Then I really like how they've done the track layout. Kind of makes it look quite 3D-ish by having the marina in a different colour. Again, it's that same sort of material there. But I did like this until I saw the bottom of it. At the bottom, it says location, so it's got the Monaco flag. And then it's just got some details about the race itself, how long it is, how many turns there are. So this information could very much, for other circuits especially, become factual. And it says lap record, Lewis Hamilton. And I'm not sure, given how fast the Red Bulls have been this year. Well, Max Verstappen, because Sergio Perez had a bit of a shocker this year in Monaco. But I'm not sure whether Lewis Hamilton still has the lap record. I feel like I'm gonna have to check up on that. But yeah, I really like that again. Right, this is such a weird one for me because they've included the Bahrain International Circuit, which is not a great track. Like, it's the opening track of the year, and because previously they've had the testing sessions, it's always been a bit of like a letdown, I think. Like, I don't think it's a bad circuit, like it's fine going to it, I think you'd have a good time, but it's not one of the standout ones. Sort of Monaco, while it's got its issues, it's iconic. Bahrain isn't quite that level. But this is it, again, it's very similar to the Monaco one. This one, interestingly, does not have the fastest lap. So I think that's probably what is better for them to do so they don't age so prematurely. So this one has Bahrain flag, and then location, secure Bahrain, open 2004, turns 15, and then the length. But as you can see, no fastest lap record. Now, I was very happy with this inclusion because I love Monza. It's one of my favourite tracks. As a Ferrari fan, I'm desperate to go, and hopefully the year that I go, Ferrari will actually win. I'm so jealous I wasn't at the 2019 Grand Prix for that. But this is the Monza one, so first time seeing it. Again, very similar to the Monaco and the Bahrain tracks. Let's see this one. Oh, okay, again, these must be Lewis Hamilton fans because we have got at the bottom the information about the fastest lap again. So if you can see it there, it's saying Lewis Hamilton. Again, I'll have to fact check that because Max Verstappen could have easily broken it. That was from 2020, it says. But I do really like the posters. I think that the design quality is nice. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed. Alright, next up I bought 4 items from the same seller. They are metal tin plates of different motorsports events. These cost me at the time £3.78. They now retail for £4.78, so £1 more expensive. And out of 690 reviews, they have a near 5-star rating, so again, expecting big things. The first one that I bought is from the 2nd of June 1952 Monaco Grand Prix, which, if you're in the motorsports community and you're familiar with a lot of the old races, I would say that this Grand Prix is known for the wrong reasons, so it's a really odd choice that they've chosen to print this one. If you weren't aware, the Monaco Grand Prix is kind of known for having a multi-car pile-up for the second time in 2 races. So it's an interesting one to sell wall art on because it's not probably one of the most famous and well-known races either. But I'm assuming they potentially chose this one because, as far as I'm aware, it was the last Monaco Grand Prix to be held outside of the Formula 1 Championship. So this 1952 race wasn't part of the World Championship that year. So potentially that is why they chose to do wall art of this one, but it looks really nice. There's lots of different colours, but yeah, we'll see how that one looks in real life. So with the tin plates, they came slightly differently packaging wise to the posters. They just came in a normal parcel bag and they weren't wrapped up in anything. But this is the first one. So this is the Monaco Grand Prix one from 1952. So this is literally, when it said tin plate, it meant tin plate. It's a tin plate. I quite like it. I'm not against it so far. We'll remove the plastic in a second, but it looks really good. So let's take it out of its wrapping. Okay, it's matte, which I wasn't expecting. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, it looks really nice, like the colours part. I was expecting something shiny, like I think I was thinking of the sort of tin plate registrations that you get in America, and they're quite like a shiny material, whereas these are very matte. I do like it though, it does look nice, and they are quite small, so you could fit a couple of these together on your wall. They have as well little punch holes here, 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 and here. Anyway, I'm quite impressed. I would be interested to see though, I've just noticed at the bottom they've got a thing that says Pacific Island Art, but then they've got a completely different signature here. So I don't know whether they've just ripped off this artist and reproduced these. As for the back of them, they're like this. They do have that bendiness, so they're not like solid tin. So that is the first one. So next up, I went for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway tin plate. This is a reproduction of the official programme from the Indy 500, which was held on May the 31st, 1920. I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about this race. I assume it's from when the Chevrolet brothers were racing, but I do want to go to the Indy 500 one day, and I'm hoping that having this up in my room on the side of my wall will provide some motivation for me, because it is really expensive to go to the Indy 500, especially from the UK, so hopefully I'll be motivated to save up by seeing this on my wall every day. Right, I've got the Indy 500 one here. Again, they all came together because it's the same seller, so it's similar packaging. So we take it out of the plastic bag. Again, it's that matte finish, same quality as the other. And then you've got the holes there, there, to hang it up. Gold backing, which is quite like a sparkly gold. Yeah, this one's not my favourite. It's not as good a quality. It just doesn't look as well printed, and I don't know whether that's because obviously they've just repurposed an old programme. It looks printed on, if that makes sense. It doesn't give the impression that this has been painted at all. I think that's the impression it's trying to give. This one's okay. I'll give this one. It's not as nice as the Monaco Grand Prix one. This one probably get 2 out of 5. I mean, it is exactly what it looked like online, but yeah, it's not my favourite, not my favourite. Third up, and I think this is the one that I'm most excited to see in reality, is a tin plate from the 24 Hours of Le Mans. This was the 1959 race, which is quite well known. It was quite a big event at the time because you had Ferrari, Porsche and Aston Martin going up against each other, so there was a lot of interest there. It also had pretty well-known drivers at the time compete, so there was Graham Hill, Phil Hill, Sir Stirling Moss and Jim Clark. That was the other driver that I was thinking of. Yeah, I'm very excited to see what this one looks like on the wall and in person. So this was one of the ones that I was most excited about. This is the 24 Hour of Le Mans tin. Oh, okay. Oh, that's such a shame. Right, well, we've solved the issue, first of all, about where it was made, because, first of all, can you see that? It says made in China. So that solves that issue. This one, though, it's bent, but we'll open it up, maybe you can see better. Oh, that's such a shame. This was the one that I actually really wanted to like the most. Alright, let's undo it. Yeah. Okay, so this one, I try and see if you can see where it's like bent here, so it dips down. Oh, that's such a shame, because this one is one of the nicer ones. I really like the bright colours. I think that's what the Indy one was missing. It was very blue toned, that one, whereas this one, lots of bright colours. It does pop out, but this one is quite bent. Okay, you can see it. You can see it more so there. It is bent, which if it's been made in China and shipped in China, you know, maybe you should expect that, but yeah, it's not gonna, I don't think even if I pin that, it's gonna still have a bit of a dip or are pushed out. So yeah, that is a shame. Oh well. And the last one I purchased is another Monaco tin plate. It is from the Monaco Grand Prix that was held in 1966 on the 22nd of May. This was one of the Monaco Grand Prix that was part of the Formula One World Championship. I really like this race, mainly because one of my favourite drivers of all time, Sir Jackie Stewart, won it, and he was so dominant in that race. It was something like 40 seconds he had the difference of between first and second place. Second place, can't quite remember who it was, but it was a Ferrari driver. But it was a really dominant race for Sir Jackie Stewart. Last but not least is the Monaco Grand Prix one from May 1966. So this one, is this one bent? No, it's not. Okay, let's take it out the packaging. No, it's not bent. I was just checking and I was like, oh God, another fail. No, this one looks okay. Ooh. Guys, it's damaged. Okay, that is frustrating, and it is slightly bent. But these have got gradually worse. So this is the Monaco one here. It's a really nice print. It's got the marina, the royal residence. Everything's on it that's supposed to be on it. However, upon unwrapping it, I did discover a little chip, which is quite frustrating because due to it being white, it's quite noticeable. And again, it's slightly bent there. I don't know if you can see from this side. I'll try and do it the other. There you go. I don't know if you saw that there. It's not great. I mean, I did pay like £3.78, so I can't complain. But it's just frustrating because it then takes, you know, you want these to be a set on your wall. And if it just looks a bit shoddy, I don't know whether I want it in the background of videos in the future. But yeah, bit of a sad note to end on. So there you go, they were all the items I bought from Temu. I think overall it's hard to be disappointed because you pay so little, but equally they aren't the best quality. There's some issues with them. The posters in the first ones easily become outdated, or they had already become outdated. And then the tin plates, some of them were damaged. A couple did look good, and for £3.78 you can't grumble. But I think overall, would I recommend it? Probably not. I think you're better spending your money with an individual seller, say on Etsy, that has really put time and effort and uses quality materials, and just spend that little bit more money. These products, some of them are good, some of them I wouldn't recommend, but this style of video is very different for me. So if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you did enjoy watching it. If you didn't, that's fine. You can also comment that down below and tell me what you would like to see more of. I'm just kind of getting back into YouTube now, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.